Are live. We're on the starting soon graffiti wall. It's probably a little bit of a delay before it goes in. Um, nice. Okay. Cool. Um, everybody. um, let's see. Why is that happening? All right. Hey, good luck, y'all. Have fun. Okay. Oh man. See now. Say something, Keith. Yo, what the heck? I might not be getting. Let me restart the capture. Is it because I'm on the graffiti wall? All right. I believe we are live. Keith, say hello.
Hello,
All
Angel.
right. We have audio. I was scared there for a second. Okay, folks, welcome to match two and round two of our Chippendale Tag Team Classic. Keith, I'm not going to pretend I didn't just forget the name for a second. I think the stress of the mics just got me. Um, yeah, this is our penultimate match in the Tag Team Classic. The winner from this match between Alvin of Lore Gains and the Mayor, Brad from Rules of Villainy, will advance to the final to also play a Rules of Villainy member, Kirsten. And that should be coming soon afterwards. Okay, looks like they're
Tomorrow night.
rolling. Tomorrow night, coming soon. Look at me.
All right, so we're looking at how we're gonna cut. Looks like in three. Love those sleeves that Lorgains is running. He always runs Batman sleeves.
Does he? I
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate a sleeve where you could tell the difference between up and down. It's
Yeah, yeah.
it's a necessity for me. Putting a card in my deck upside down is a surefire bad juju for me in my next match.
I feel that. I feel that. Just letting everybody know, so the mayor is running um Amber Amethyst, and let me tell you, I am waiting for that Pascal to be dropped. He was my favorite. Um,
That Pascal did
so
nasty work. Um, who is Brad is player two? Okay, so I am bringing over the. There we go. So you'll see in the bottom right of the screen, Pascal, 4 cost uninkable 3/3 with evasive, Amber Amethyst, dual link, quest for three. I think at one point he had three of them out, and at least two. I
he had
think
all three, yeah.
did he have all three?
He had all three.
Gross,
Yeah.
gross. But that is not one of his characters, so we will show you the characters that he drew if you're just joining us or if you need the refresher. He drew Cobra Bubbles, just a social worker. Alvin drew Maid Marian-Lady of the Lists. Cobra Bubbles being a vanilla, both amethyst, by the way. Maid Marian, well, goodness, they're both huge. 6 and 7 costs
Yeah.
respectively. And then Maid Marian,
And he played them both in his match against you.
Maid Marian?
Yeah, he pulled out a Maid Marian.
I believe it. I believe it. Okay, well, they are underway.
Hey, shout out Andy in the chat and Kirsten from Rules of Villainy. Andy, yes, Sam got the overlay to work.
Yes, thank you, Andy. So happy.
All right, so it looks like Alvin went ahead, inked, played a Mulan. I think we missed something because we were talking and reading the chat,
I
but
know.
Lilo looks like she's in the discard already. Rafiki's down on Brad's side. We got inking a Tinkerbell to play a Piglet. Oh, what a fun pig.
And I think that Mulan put the Lilo in the discard, if I recall correctly.
Oh, yep. To draw and discard a card.
Yeah. And then again,
Well,
if you look in the
Lilo goes in,
corners,
Ursula comes out.
gross.
You know, she was my card, and she did not put in the work that I needed her to.
I knew
So
someone
she was
played
a.
her or drew her. Yeah.
I had her and Scroop. Wasn't a good combo. Drop down a second Piglet. That's pretty gross. So gonna quest for 3 here. I think he's keeping his challenger Rafiki ready.
Yeah. Just keep that body on the board for Piglet in case they take out this Piglet coming up.
Yeah. The good thing is Piglet will do at least 2 backs. So if that Ursula turns sideways, you know, you can run into it if you have to, but you don't want to sacrifice that lore.
Yeah. I forget with his deck list if he's running any Shift Mulans. Well, the Shift Mulan.
I don't think he is.
Okay.
So it
Alright.
looks like he's challenging the Piglet. Oh, what's he gonna sing? Let's see. Oh, he's
Oh,
gonna Zeus the Piglet.
that is overkill. Made some
He
bacon
said,
over there.
"No, Sam, he roasted the pig."
Roasted the pig. There we go.
Let's see. I mean, now that Rafiki can turn sideways, so doesn't take out the Ursula though. Has
Right.
Lawrence on board too.
I think,
Uh,
well, come out what I think.
oh, he quested with it. Okay,
Okay.
bring it back. Now swing into the Ursula. Nice. That was pretty solid. I love what the Fox can do. I'm running her in a Blurple deck currently, and I very much missed her.
She's so good.
But
It's should be a $20 card. Easy.
it really could be. We need an enchanted Mim. I want one. No, I know we have Dragon, but I want a Mim Fox.
Oh, she is. She is
My
enchanted.
favorite
That's
card.
right. Or a playmat. I'll
Yeah.
take a playmat, some sleeves.
Make
All right,
her
so
the set
that
champ card.
Tinkerbell is one
Oh,
that we don't see too often. And so I'm going to pull that one up to get a little bit of a better look. Um, so here we go. When you
mine
play
kicked me out, so
this,
I'm hopping back in.
so when you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a character card and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So kind of like a
Like a
counterpart
pseudo
to
draw.
Ariel there, but
Yeah,
instead of a
pseudo
Song's
draw for
character.
that. Oh, takes out Mim with Lawrence. Looks like the mayor's still in decent shape. Just needs the Pascals to come out. I know it's not his card that he drew, but I'm telling that's the MVP of that deck.
What is he at? He's at 4 ink right now. I
Four and
imagine he's
four.
keeping a Rafiki or trying to keep that Rafiki out so he could shift onto it. But the
What's
big
the shift cost for it?
7 Ethereal Guide is a
Oh
7 shift. So yeah,
gosh.
there we go. 7 shift. Such a fun card when it's clicking, but I don't think it was ever meant to be paired with Amber.
Yeah. All right, so we're singing, we're hardcasting friends. Um, yeah, I mean, the good thing about Amethyst is Brad's got plenty of draw to work with. I don't have his deck list in front of me, but I'm assuming he's probably playing rabbits in there to be able to draw also.
I don't recall. Do we have that in
It's in the chat,
handy?
I
Okay.
believe. If not, I could pull it up. Actually, I think I have it, so
Okay.
I will just send it to you directly.
Good honey, Marion. Excuse
So
me. What are we thinking there,
Berry
too?
Berryweather or Honey Marin is going into the inkwell. So we got two to work with. Looks like he's contemplating dropping something. I wonder.
Mm,
Let me look at his deck list. Let's see if he's running the snake.
that's what I was wondering, right? Maybe quest for.
No, so looks like his only two drops. Oh, he's got a Pinocchio. He's running that three lore Pinocchio, uninkable two cost. It's a 1/1. Um, I don't know if I dropped that against lore gains right now, but it looks like he passes. We're gonna pay two for invited to the ball.
Okay.
Oh, gets Ursula and Simba.
So that one
What a
gives
good
you.
card.
You get both. If you see two characters, you get to pull
Yep.
both. Okay. Another Lawrence comes out. And Rafiki lives to fight another day.
I'm waiting for Rafiki to be Zeused just because he can.
Not even let the shift
The
come out.
song,
Just like let him get up to
uh,
6 ink and then hit him with the Zeus.
looks like the only songs, so it's not a true Steel song list, right? But looks like he's running four Let the Storm Rage On and three Along Came Zeus. Oh, here's the
There he is.
Pascal.
There's your boy. Quest for
He's
three
such a
with
great card for this
evasive.
deck.
Really is. Really is.
So,
That's who.
fun fact about the.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's who I'm saving my Zeus's for. If Alvin
Yeah,
watched the last
100%.
match.
So, when you and I were talking about building a Caden a deck, um, I found these in the bulk at our local
Hmm.
game store, and I was like, I'm taking these because he's running Amber Amethyst, and oh my gosh, they put in work. He's played them against me, and just it's not fun.
Three questions never are.
So looks like,
Seven or six. Sorry, that's 6 ink.
so they each take a damage. Tinkerbell's drop. Looks like Lawrence is gonna quest for two, so Alvin's officially on the board.
Oh,
The nice thing about Pascal is he's evasive, but I don't think Brad wants to turn anything else sideways just because, I mean, Pascal's evasive, so you don't want that Tinkerbell swinging into anything to take it out.
yeah, yeah, true. Because all it'll take is, I mean, all it has left is the 2 damage, right? Or 1 damage counter on it, right? So if you turn that Rafiki
Right.
sideways and Tinkerbell gets it, Pascal goes by the wayside.
What I'm wondering is why, I guess he had the ink to do it, but let's see.
Why not
Let me look at the
shift?
deck. Yeah, why not shift? You can. It's a four. I mean, he could have had two ink left over. Depending what he has in his hand, he could have played a Piglet, an Ursula, a Smee, a Lilo. He has any of that, but maybe he just doesn't have it in hand.
Yeah, or maybe you just want to get the wider board presence. Um, Amber Amethyst, famously not great on removal options.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be using that Simba either right now, not for that Tinkerbell. Looks like he's gonna play Simba. So Simba is a shift 3, 5 cost uninkable, and at the end of your turn, if this character is exerted, you may ready your other characters. So I assume that's what he's gonna try to do towards the end of his turn next turn, is what
Hmm.
I would think.
Hmm. Oh, we got a fighting prince out. Another Simba. Simba to
Simba
Simba
Simba.
action. And that being one of
He
Alvin's
deal the
his
2
other
damage.
card. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, dealt
Smart
that 2
move.
damage to get rid of the Pascal. Gross. Gross.
Now, if he does quest with the Simba here, you ready the other characters, but Tinkerbell can still hit Simba.
And then deal 2, so I don't think you exert anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless you're
Chernabog if
gonna
you're gonna
do
pop
unless
it.
Chernabog, yeah, which he might.
Do you have any idea how many cards he has in hand?
I don't. He's actually been really good about keeping his hand hidden.
He improved. He's a quick learner. So we do pop the churn.
Let's see. Alvin's got one card in hand. Um, we don't know how many the mayor has in his hand, so I'm gonna guess two.
Bold in a amethyst deck. Bold guess.
Looking at his deck, he's not running anything else that really truly draws anything. He has the oh, that doesn't draw a card. That doesn't draw a card. No, it looks like most of his stuff is pretty aggro, just pedal to the metal and adjust in time.
Mm-hmm.
He's got friends on the other side, but we've already used one. I I I think I would hesitate to rewinding that turn. I don't know if I popped the Chernabog yet. Alvin's got a pretty wide board.
How many big tinks does Alvin have?
He's running two.
Okay.
Still got another one. Okay,
Says,
so he drops down Doc. Um, this one is nice because you get to pay one less for your next character. So, oh, he's gonna unexert that Rafiki. Nice. Now the problem is now Alvin can swing with Tinkerbell into Simba and take out that Rafiki.
mm-hmm.
Oh, he's gonna pay four. Oh, was he Zeusing? Oh,
Interesting. Oh, the
okay.
doc?
Yeah, he Zeus the Doc. I think he's gonna run into Simba. Yep, Simba takes out Simba.
Interesting. Oh, and Rafiki goes too.
Gonna quest out.
Why
And
does
just like
Rafiki
that,
go?
Alvin's within two. What did he do? What did he do? I missed that. I was reading cards.
Oh, sorry. Simba, whenever he banishes, he can deal 2 damage to chosen character. I totally
Oh,
missed
it's
that.
like
I thought it was just an
the
on-play
Tinkerbell
ability.
effect. Yeah.
All
So let
right.
me look at our chat real quick.
We have a 10-12 game going, and another Simba comes out, and Pinocchio bites the dust. Quest out. Ooh, the
Wow.
18. Looks like Alvin's got this first
Man.
one. Ah,
Ah.
brutal.
Uh, GG's for that one. So we'll go
Yep.
to match number two. I mean, Brad had a good start. Just like I said, I think you just go wide with Alvin right now. You have to make him react to everything.
Hmm. You're saying Alvin needs to go or keep going wide, or
No, Brad.
Brad? Okay.
So that way Alvin can react. And in our chat, Masakari was saying Amber Tink is the Ariel of characters, and I think you had mentioned that earlier, Sam. So it's a
Yes.
very overlooked card, is what they're saying, and that's the whole point of this challenge: is what cards can we play that nobody else is really playing?
Yeah, exactly. It's one thing to get the two your tag team partners right, and you know they're most likely. I mean, I think 8 competitors in the whole tournament. One of those cards, so one of 16 cards, ended up being a card that sees regular play. That being that Steel Robin Hood. So you've got those other 15, but then it's also like what are the support cards in a sense that that are accompanying your tag team partner,
Yeah.
and we're definitely seeing some of them come out and yeah, show some combinations and some synergies that we just don't see on a typical league or on a typical competition.
Let's see. All right.
Okay.
So now that Mayor's going first, I think we search. I think we hold on to Rafiki. He has another shift target for Rafiki. He's only running one. It's the Shaman Duelist. It has Rush. It's a 4 cost uninkable 1/4. And when you play this character, he gains Challenger +4 this turn and quests for 2. I think you hold out a bit for Rafiki. I don't know if you play a Rafiki early on just because that shift is so big.
Yeah, I think if you run into the Rafiki too early, let me just get that up on screen. If you run into Rafiki too early, um, I mean, gosh, I think you have to ink him. Not this one, obviously, right? The one drop. Um, but or if he came out in his opening hand, I'd probably throw that back in to hopefully get a bit later on. Well, shoot, I don't know though, because you only
I
got the
think
two in
you go
there.
Chernabog, get the draw. You want to go into maybe it depends on how aggro we want to go, right? I mean, Wendy Darling's a 1/3, so a storm isn't gonna take her out. You would be forced to use a Vanessa to sing Zeus, kind of like what he did last game.
Hmm.
But I think you really just go wide and make Alvin have to react before he gets any of these big characters out, and maybe hold off a couple of turns for questing. I mean, maybe you could do the Chernabogs, but maybe take one big questing swing.
Hmm.
So that way Alvin is forced to deal with cards on the table.
Got a Chernabog. We got Captain Hook to never before seen cards played in live action. Just kidding. I'm a little surprised that Brad's only running 5 1 drops. The 3 turns, the 2 Rafikis. Um,
He's
so
he's missing my favorite one. He's missing Diablo. I love Amethyst Diablo.
it's it's an automatic 1 card, right? For the most part.
Yeah, it's a popsicle on a body to me. You're not gonna get the draw immediately, but you will eventually.
Hmm.
There we play the Piglet. So we'll see how this
Oh,
plays out. Yeah,
Mufasa goes to the
figured
inkwell.
Ursula Vanessa pops out second. So I'm assuming Alvin probably has a Zeus or no, I don't think he'd Zeus Piglet this early. He probably has a Storm.
Yeah, if he took a
And
look
just in
at
time
the. Oh, there we go.
our favorite lizard.
There's your Zeus target.
Yeah, that's the target now.
I mean, he has a lot of damage, right? A lot of damaging characters. The Tink, the Simbas did a lot of work. So,
We're gonna sing something. He's contemplating. Lorgans is contemplating whether he's gonna sing or not. I'll tell you what though, the quality on Laura Gaines's camera is impeccable.
you able to read those cards there?
Yep,
All
we'll be able to ink a
right.
tink, play a Lawrence. He's gonna pass.
No, you think is he done? Yeah, yeah. Guess so.
Yeah, he passed over. They're actually using the passing screen, so I'm following a little bit.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm watching through the OBS, so they both seem like, yeah, I could see the ring around the mayor. Interesting. I wonder what he was contemplating. Um, or maybe we're just reading too much into it, right? Some mind games on Alvin's part. Who knows?
Yeah, so
Oh,
Andy
there's
comments
number
Vanessa
two.
Zeus. Yep, here we go. So Andy says Vanessa Zeus on Pascal would hurt. I mean, yeah, but it's about to get nasty if he keeps questing out like this. But I mean, you expose the piglets, so Hook can easily go into that.
Storm Piglet.
He's gonna
Oh,
no, he's
not
gonna
Piglet.
storm little lizard. Yeah, he's gonna go.
Okay.
Oh,
Double
double
Storm.
storm.
Interesting. I guess you think, oh, well, you could run into Piglet with Captain Hook, of
Yeah, he
course.
could just use Captain Hook.
Farewell, Captain.
We'll Inca a Vanessa, see what we go into.
Really like his mat.
Yeah. Oof, another Lawrence. See, this is what I mean.
There
You
it
let
is.
Amber Steel go pretty wide. It's not gonna be pretty. And
Yeah.
without a lot of removal in Amber Amethyst, that can be a problem.
So we have a 0 to 7 game so far, but again, if you watched earlier this week's episode of the tournament, you know that means nothing in this tournament. Um, I think Kirsten came back from what,
Watch
11?
Monday Night Lore.
Don't give us don't You're giving us some more ideas.
All right. So we got 4 ink working for the mayor. I don't know. See, this is where it'd be nice to have a big hand and you just flood maybe some 1 drops, but he's only got 5.
Mm,
So
yeah.
he's got a Honey Marin he can maybe drop for some quick lore. Um, maybe a dock where when he quests you pay 1 less. The Moana Determined Explorer would be pretty clutch right now because that's a 3/4 quest for 2. It's a bigger body that Laura Gaines has to deal with. So we're gonna
Yeah.
quest for 3, it looks like, with Pascal.
Yeah, I think I don't know the strategy here. I feel like all right, so Pascal,
Okay,
Pascal. Okay. Take out
nice.
their singer. So I guess that's where I was kind of going, right? Like, are you just going to try to win the race to 20, or do you need to fight back? And it looks like he's choosing to fight back with the Fox. And
Yeah. Uh, Chris, what's up? He just popped into the chat.
what's up, Chris?
Oh,
Oi!
drops the Mufasa.
Both running Mufasa.
So Lorganes just dropped his Mufasa.
Yeah, yeah.
3 cards online, and the mayor has 1. We got a fox there.
Let's see. Let's put Mufasa up on the big screen. Although that's probably one of the more common cards you'll see, but I've never actually played Mufasa, so this is for me to read.
I only have 3, and I've never played it either. So we're gonna sing Friends.
What do you think he's looking for here
Ooh,
with 5 ink, potential to ink to
lovely.
6? Maximus, bodyguard.
You know, he could be fishing for the queen. Um, y- you exert her, choose 3 cards from a opponent's discard, and put them on the bottom of their deck to gain 3. If any princesses were moved this way, gain 4. And luckily Vanessa is not a princess, but I mean 3 lore wouldn't hurt. But he pulls out a Rafiki with Rush, takes out, well, trades with Lawrence. So, like you said, I think the strategy he's going for is fighting back, just taking all these characters off the board.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and there she is, our lady of the
There she is.
lists.
So we got Maid Marian. Um, Maid Marian's a 6 cost inkable 4/5. When you play this character, chosen opposing character gets -5 strength until the start of your next turn, and she quests for 2. So it's pretty clutch. You take that away from Fox, and you're able
Mm-hmm.
to just take her out. No harm, no foul.
Keep your Lawrence in a tip-top shape that way.
Yep.
So now we're at 610.
We've
Brad.
got 6 lore on the board for lore gains. We've got 3 on the board for the mayor. Oh, and Zeus the lizard.
Not quite bacon.
A roadkill, if you will. drops his own Simba.
You can tell by the hand gestures.
I think that's
That's
game on
game.
board though. Yep, that's game.
Wow, wow, wow. So there we have it. Lorganes, Alvin advances. Oh, and he had that beautiful enchanted in his hand.
Yep. All
Did
right.
he have two of them in his hand?
So he
Like,
did.
was that his
That's
hand
a
right
brick.
there?
Look at that brick.
Goodness,
Yeah.
man. Oh, yeah, I've been there. We've all been there. Not a good
Yeah.
way to go out.
Man. GG's though. So it looks like we have Kirsten and Lorganes in our final. Let me message them to hop on over to face cams.
Okay. Yeah, I'm messaging you. Wow, wow, wow. That's probably one of the faster matches of the tournament so far, right?
So far.
Although mine might be beat.
Hello there.
Hey,
We're back.
How are
Hey.
you?
welcome,
Oh, not
welcome.
feeling great. My lucky lizards weren't lucky enough.
They were not.
The
Oh,
lizards. Oh man.
I found two of them in that
Those
second
lizards
game, and
were
I'm like, here we
scary
go,
though.
baby.
Did you?
Where's my
So,
third one?
did I see that right? You had two of your Rafikis in hand?
Yup.
Oh, for how long?
Terrible.
man.
Terrible. That was my last draw of the game. I already had the enchanted in hand, and then I drew the unenchanted one, and was like, man,
Oh,
can't do anything about this.
was the enchanted
The
See,
since
you
the
biggest.
gotta
mulligan?
showcase the enchanted though.
No, I altered the mulligan, or altered it from the beginning, but
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, no
Because
way I'm
look,
keeping
we've
that 9 cost card. Are you crazy?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. No, no.
and then
It was.
we've got Lorgane's flexing his full art Mufasa. You gotta
Oh, it's
flex your
beautiful, isn't
enchanted
it?
Rafiki.
Oh,
I
this
should.
thing exactly. Flex the Rafik master.
There's one of them.
There he is.
Just
Oh, you
one
had
of them.
two?
There's the other one.
Oh
Savage.
One of them's
man.
Oh, yeah.
Andy's. Yeah,
Two?
Andy's in the chat, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, he's in chat. That's so sick.
Wow.
Bro, those
So
Pascals are scary.
Yeah,
They're
but I
just
couldn't. Yeah. Knowing that you
they're
have that
just
removal
pushing.
was just like I
Yeah.
don't know what to do. I couldn't play. In the first game, I had Pinocchio in hand, and I'm like, if I turn anything that Simba's going to be sideways, and he's just going to shoot the Pinocchio. But then you had other plans. I forget how you end up dealing. Oh, you had the Simba to challenge and do the two as well. So like
Yeah.
nothing was
Oh,
synced
game
on my
one
board
was crazy. Yeah,
ever.
I
Yeah,
know. Yeah, just the removal's so clutch in this deck.
Yeah.
With like
that's
the
what I was
Tinkers
hoping.
and the Simbas.
I was hoping you wouldn't find it because, like in Mufasa deck, right, is like you don't want those cards that he can not trigger, not trigger his effect on banish, right? But I couldn't get the gas going. I'm like, yeah, maybe he's got those songs in there. Maybe he won't find them. Maybe I can just hit the gas. And the one opportunity that I did was the Pascal. I was telling Alvin before we moved back to this channel. Was that Pascal was out there, and I'm like, I could just let him coast, but I'm afraid of Zeus from Vanessa
Hmm.
that was sitting out there, so I had to bounce it
yeah.
with the Fox to protect it. But then I just kept bricking the rest of my cards, and I was like, even if I get him back out there, it's going to be too late. So it was just wasn't good.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah,
rough. That one was rough, but
that's what
it'd
Sam
be
and I
like that.
noticed.
Yeah, the removal Alvin was. I knew about the songs because I felt them firsthand. Um, and the Simba I thought was. I didn't realize he was when he banishes a character. So
I
you
didn't either.
you. So I saw you remove that in the first matchup. The When you finally had to banish the little Rafiki. Um, I was confused as to what happened. I had to pull the card back up. So you had the two songs, you had Simba, you had Tinkerbell. Was there um other damaging cards in your deck?
Just the Simba, Tink, Zeus, and Storm.
Okay,
Only 4 Storm, 3 Zeus. I don't want a lot of songs.
yeah,
So that way Mufasa can trigger it. Also Pongo. Pongo looks for characters. So if
okay,
Pongo reveals a song, it goes to the bottom. So I just wanted to be a lot of characters, and there are. I just happen to see my songs at the right time, which is
Yeah.
never a bad thing to happen to.
Never.
Not at all. That Vanessa was scary. With that Pascal out there, I'm like, I better bounce him. I don't know if he's holding a Zeus or not. 2 turns later, he had
Yeah,
it. I'm like, he probably had it the whole time.
and the Ursula's budget, she's so cheap. She's
Yeah.
pennies.
Yeah.
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 Versus
Very good.
Cindy's like, I don't know, $10.
Yep.
So
Wild.
Yeah. So
Wild.
real quick, just we've got GAINZ going to the final, so congratulations. You're gonna be taking
yeah,
on Kirsten from Rules of Villainy.
let's
So
go.
yeah, she is running a non-traditional Ruby Amethyst list. So how do you think your deck is going to stack up against that deck?
I think I don't remember her list exactly, but I know there's some locations. There's a lot of stuff that gains lore. So I
Yeah.
think that I think if the lore gets pushed pretty aggressively, it's gonna be tough for me to come back from that. Like non-interaction lore like Goofy or locations. But if I see the things, then it should turn out fine, right? Like if I can deal with locations, I should be okay. I do have some beefy characters, like
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
Lawrence,
Simba's
You
a
do.
Tui,
5'7", 5". Woof.
right? Yeah, well, there's some beefy guys. So if everything goes well and I see the things that I need, then I should be okay. But it is a scary deck. Like Ruby Ami is a scary deck. I don't even know if she's running B prep. Is she running B prep? I'm
She's
not sure. I don't
not.
remember.
Is she
No?
not?
Okay.
I thought
Okay.
she had.
No, I busted out the B prep on her and she was like,
Oh,
I didn't
maybe it
even
was
have
you.
that one.
Okay.
I was like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
um,
But
but
I am
yeah,
looking forward to
congrats.
it though. Should be fun.
Yeah.
Brett,
So,
so if I can, you made it to the second round. Um, what? I don't want to ask this. I
gotta put
think,
respect on the mayor's name.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Sure.
What do you think you could have done differently with this deck, given the parameters and all that, um, to to combat Alvin's deck a little better?
Um, hmm. I'll tell you, it's hard to say off the bat. I didn't know what I was going to be facing when I built it. Or I guess I knew I was going to be playing Andy first. And if I
Right.
looked further into bracket, I could have kind of maybe guesstimated what I needed to tech against or whatever. But
Right.
um, I think ultimately, if I had to change anything, I would have probably just uh, tried not to play Cobra Bubbles and Rafiki, not made it a Mufasa deck in general. Just tried to make it straight gas from the beginning with Daisy and Lilo and Maleficent, all the super aggro stuff,
For
and
sure.
just gun it from the start. I wanted to kind of do little aggro, but also get to the Mufasa, hence the dock, because he's inkable. I couldn't afford any more uninkable for Gaston. I would have preferred Gaston because I love that card. But I was really trying to get Cobra Bubbles and Rafiki out there, hence the challenge Rafiki and the one cost that I was hoping to find later in the game to shift onto and such. But I knew going into this matchup, like the removal that he has is just going to absolutely obliterate me. So one thing we talked about last night on the podcast that's coming out tomorrow actually is the lantern. I didn't even consider putting the lantern in here and kind of just reducing the cost of these characters from turn 2 on.
Mhm.
But playing it on 2 is, it kind of, I don't know. I haven't played lantern in a very long time. To answer your question, I don't know what I could have done to stop the removal. More beefier characters, I guess, but I'd be giving up the lore gain at the beginning. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it
and I'm
just
just
has a
not a great
bad
deck builder.
bad
Yeah, so
matchup.
yeah, for sure. Anything steel is
It's
really
rough
hard
into
to deal with.
steel.
It really
Yeah.
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
So, talking back on the deck, what was your we're gonna go two part with this. What was your favorite part about building your deck on the constraints that we had, and what was your biggest frustration with the constraints that we had?
You asking me first or Alvin?
Yes, yes, yes.
Me?
I won't ask Alvin that question until the final because I don't want him to
Okay,
spill
gotcha,
any deck
gotcha.
stuff.
Sure. The biggest constraints was the budget for sure. Like a single Rapunzel, like playing a Mufasa deck, the draw at least in the Ruby Fosses that I play, is straight from Rapunzel. So if I wanted to have Rapunzel in here, I could only afford one of her at a $45 card. It's almost half of the budget
Yeah.
of the thing, right? There's budget versions like Julieta and them that could have worked. But yeah, the frustration was just my characters with Cobra Bubbles and the nine cost Rafiki was like there's no chance that I'm going to get to play them, and I wanted to play into the challenge and actually try to utilize those cards. So I maybe should have gone a little bit harder into that to maybe more of the 4 cost or even the 3 cost Rafikis. My local Discord brought up today is like, how'd you? I showed them the deck list, like how'd you not play the 3 cost Rafiki? And I was like, I didn't have room for it, and honestly, I forgot about that card. Like
Yeah.
we're 7 sets in, we got 2,000 cards, and it's hard to put together a deck, not knowing what I'm going to be facing later on in the tournament. I'm not playing towards the meta. I'm playing towards, $100 budget decks where anything can happen. So,
Yeah.
it was fun. It was fun doing it. I went back and forth on all these cards all the time. The cards I wanted to play, I'm like, oh, can I do this? No, I can't afford to do that. Can I slot in these? And then when I take out these cards that were, you know, uh, I'll take 4 of this out. I don't want this card anymore. It only increased my budget by like $1. So I can't even get
Yeah.
the higher cost cards that I think could actually be effective in there. So working around that budget was really hard, but not being able to utilize the Cobra Bubbles and the Rafiki really put it back, right? Because that's 8 cards in the deck that are just either ink or bricking your hand because you're never going to get it out there. The one time that I could get the enchanted Rafiki out was the last game against Andy, where the game was over and I didn't even have a chance to shift him on there and do it. So but that
Yeah.
was a mega bummer. But it's fun in general. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm appreciative, grateful that you included us in doing it. Right, I'm excited for the finals and or to watch the finals from the sidelines. But this was really really cool to do, and I hope there's more things like this.
Yeah. So, second part to question, what was your favorite part about building the deck?
Getting to do Mufasa, deciding right from the start. Mufasa is one of my favorite cards
Yeah.
to build around. So getting that 7 cost and that 9 cost, and I was like, well, I could. Even Andy was like, you should have just hyper aggroed, and I'm like, you're right, but like then those cards are literally useless in here. I wanted to try to build to what we were doing. These cards were assigned to me. I want to try to get them out there and have fun with it. Who's ever seen Cobra Bubbles on the battlefield
Yeah,
ever
seriously.
in any game, right? So
This is
that
sealed.
would have been fun to do that, right? But yeah, the most fun part was going through the cards. Pascal, getting to use him when he was revealed. I thought this card, we dealt with a lot of Amber, Amethyst, Hyper Aggro the last couple sets. When Daisy was introduced, people were high on this deck again, and for good reason. It was really fast, really fun, and I'm like, wow. And they're just going to give him Pascal too, a 3/3 evasive, the quest for 3. Like, seems pretty good. And that was the single card that got me past the first round. So I was hoping I could have that luck. I was telling Alvis like, this is my lucky lizard, is what I kept saying in the in the 2 games that we played, but he wasn't so lucky tonight. So it was fun to build around it and try to make it work, but ultimately it didn't have the gas to do it.
Mm.
But I mean, if you listen to the stream back and how I was talking to Sam, I was rooting for that lizard. I was like, I need all 3 to be dropped, like back to back.
That's how I won the first time.
Yep.
It'd be nice to see that if that lizard popped off again. How does this tournament affect the prices?
Yeah.
Like, oh
It
no,
was
it's
really
three
funny.
dollars now.
Last week after my win on Andy, a day or two later, I tweeted about. I was like, "Why is more people not talking about this card?" And then, like 3 hours later, Spessy was
Yep.
playing it on stream against I think Zan, right? And I the next day I was
Yeah.
like, "Of course Spessy's playing this card." The day after I tweet about it, he's like, "Bro, I had to submit this deck list 2 days ago," and I'm like, "No, no, no, I wasn't
Sure,
inferring
sure.
that you copied off me. I was just saying." I noticed this card. I had fun with it the other night, and now one of the biggest creators on the platform is playing it and drawing attention to it. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. The
But
timing was
Yeah,
pretty
so
funny.
yeah, so again, congratulations to Lore Gains. We're looking forward to that matchup. Before we head out, where can we find y'all? Go ahead and plug yourselves real quick.
Want to go first, Alvin?
Yeah, I'll go first. I am on YouTube, guys. GAINZ on YouTube. Also have a Discord, GAINZ. Anything GAINZ, Instagram,
With a
X.
Z.
Should all be GAINZ with a Z. Exactly. Yeah, thank you, Brad. And shout out to you guys for putting this together. This is a lot of fun. I'm having a blast. Deck building. It's always really fun to me. And Brad, shout out to you, man. Thanks for the awesome game.
Yeah.
Thanks for showcasing the sauce, man. That lizard sauce.
No, man. I had a blast with that. Thank you for being fun to play against, and good luck in your next. I'm going to be rooting for Kirsten. I'm a little biased. I'm sorry. Love you, brother. But Kirsten's on my team and local here, so we'll be rooting for her. But I'm hoping for just great Lorcana. Like he said, shout out to you guys for putting this together. We, all four of us here at Rules of Villainy, love doing this. It was so much fun to get together on that Sunday morning. Shout out to GAINZ for being in Hawaii and at 5 in the morning
Seriously.
to draft these cards, So
Let's talk about that for 1 second before we have the mayor plug all of their socials. But huge shout out to GAINZ on a Saturday morning. Was it Saturday or Sunday?
Right, it was
Sabbath.
a Sunday morning,
Sunday
5
morning
a.m.
at 5 a.m. on vacation doing this draft with us because he was in a completely different time zone. So thank you so much for even making it possible.
Yeah,
Guys,
absolutely.
no problem. I'm excited I made time for it. Dude, I was like half asleep. That was rough. But worth it. We got to get everything in, you know what I mean? Like it's
He
tough
made it to
finding
the
a
finals,
time for
man.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made it, guys. Yeah.
All right, Mayor, where can we find you and your crew at?
Yeah, anywhere on the socials at Rules of Villainy. We have a weekly podcast on any of the platforms that you listen to your podcast on, and YouTube. YouTube, we have a lot of fun there with just recording it live, not well, sometimes live, but live video, and who knows what shenanigans you'll see on screen with Andy's Enchanteds and Vince's beard and whatever. But at Rules of Villainy, all platforms, and hope to see you there.
And we got to put respect on both their names, GAINZ and the mayor of Lorcana. Real quick before y'all head out, I know Kirsten's in the chat, so we're looking forward to that. Sam and I have a little surprise for y'all, so we hope you enjoy that when we reveal what it is.
Okay. Are you revealing it now?
So more to come.
You're gonna have
okay.
to hold tight. You gotta hold tight.
Okay.
Where everybody's gonna get something, but the winner gets an extra something.
Ooh.
Oh snap! Chippendale
Pressure's on,
Trophy.
Alvin.
Let's go.
But
I hope
thank
it's a
y'all so
luchador mask.
much. We need to work on one, like a legitimate one.
Yeah.
A legitimate what? I'm sorry.
A lucha mask. Like we need to
Oh
wear
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I said that wrong.
I don't know if
I
I
don't know
feel.
why I said it.
I don't know if I'd wear it, but I want it. I want it to exist.
You should have it. Get one and have it on a mannequin, like
Right?
a mannequin head.
Just behind
So
us.
right
And
here.
just have it next to. Yeah, that'd be so sick. That'd be so cool.
All right, folks.
Thanks
Well, we
again,
have,
y'all. We'll talk to y'all soon.
and we have the
Anytime,
final
my friend.
coming up. We'll confirm with that time and date. We'll go out on the socials as soon as we have that confirmed. But yeah, so thank you all for tuning in. Good night, y'all. Go play with your cards.
Good night.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Go play it together. Good night, guys.
See ya.
Peace.
Bye.